Oh, just wait. It gets better. Check this out. So, yeah. We got a Flintstone floor in this thing. Straight up holes. I took out all the patches, and this is what we're left with. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Goodol'boys YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be replacing the floor in the dump truck. If you guys are looking for any of the other build videos on the dump truck, they'll be linked in the description box below. All right, let's get to the video. As it turns out, most of everything that looked like a solid floor was replacement panels that were just stacked on top of the old original floor that's slowly rotting out. So basically, we're going to try and do this as right as we can on time budget. Not everything is cut completely out yet, but most of the rust is cut out. And you know, obviously when we're at this stage or at this point in the cab, we're not talking about surface rust. We're talking about actual like rust holes, stuff like this. So this section from here to here will get cut out and replaced, but I want to leave this as a reference because this is our removable transmission tunnel inspection cover. So obviously we want to be able to use that. So that's the update for now. Quick little update. You guys can see that we actually have done quite a bit. We took the door off. A lot of this needed fixed up because the front of the cab was getting ready just to kind of separate and fall off. So this was some much needed patchwork. Like I said, it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. At the end of the day, this is an old rotten cab that really just needs replaced, but I haven't been able to find anything, so we're just kind of temporarily putting this thing together. That being said, we have got some new bracing, some new parts on the inside. You guys can hopefully see kind of everything that's going on here. A lot of this has been cleaned up and fixed up, and it is now solid. All right, guys, we have an update on the dump truck, but first I want to show you some of the carnage. So some of the stuff that's left over, we got a bunch of cardboard. These are all pieces that I use to kind of trace out what I need, fit the cardboard, and then you take this, trace it on the steel, cut it out. Lots of trial and error with that. You can see where we got some of our metal, an old van door, and there's just old rotten pieces of metal laying around everywhere. So let's show you guys the final result. Ta-da! Here we go. So we have a rock solid floor pan, at least in the driver's side. So hopefully you guys can get an appreciation for all the work that went into this. It takes hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm super happy to be here at this point. Basically, the driver's floor is done. So we'll take a look at the passenger side. Unfortunately, we probably are going to have to take the door off of here and fix up this pillar. You can see, you know, we have the same situation. Front of the cab is wanting to fall off on this side too, and the door just is nowhere near close, so you have to pick it up to get it to close. And you know, obviously we can see we got a gaping hole. The levers, you can see the floor is not very sturdy at all there, so that probably needs cut out, replaced. So we have a rocker here that's just going to get replaced. On the driver's side, the cab mounts are completely like rotted out and gone. You guys saw earlier in the video that we fixed the front cab mounts, but back here we have a rear cab mount, and you can see the spacer is completely gone. So if we take a look at that on the other side, that's what our spacer is supposed to look like right there. It's supposed to look like a top hat kind of, and this one is just completely gone. Got a little update for you guys. I'm really stoked on this update. The passenger side, you guys could see how bad it was, is finally coming together. This is one spot that I didn't show you guys. We cut it out. This was for the levers, so you guys can kind of see the resemblance there. This is exactly the piece that I cut out. got a lot of confidence in this. This is the PTO lever, and then also we have the hydraulic actuator. You guys can see they fit pretty doggone well. All right, guys, little update. We now have the floor completely in the passenger side of the dump truck. Just like on the driver's side, we did have to put some extra bracing in there, which are these bars that go to kind of to the main cab mount there. We also have the pillar to repair and fix. As you guys can see, again, same thing as on the driver's side, just gigantic open holes. Well, we finally have the doors on here. So we got a little update for you guys. Wanted to show you that the doors no longer sag. You can see, you know, they're not lined up absolutely perfectly, but they do open and close without falling and sagging, so it's super nice. As you guys already saw, we put patches on our pillars. Driver's side floor is done. This is kind of what the whole thing looks like without a bunch of junk in here on the floor. So we'll go to the passenger side, and same deal. Door is on the freaking passenger side. So we did some more patchwork over here. Not sure if I showed you guys that or not. Same deal. The door works really well. No more sagging up and down kind of thing. One other thing we did over on the driver's side, of course, we had to do the front cab mount. Had to fix that up. You guys saw all of that. We did have to fix up the rear cab mount, of course, too. I think I showed you guys a little bit about that, but we had to cut a patch out of the cab there in order to get to the weld nut that broke off. That worked out really well though, so definitely worth doing. All right, so this is our look at the driver's side rear cab mount. You can see we beefed it up quite a bit. The part that rotted out, at least, which is this thing here. The rubber is still pretty good. It's looking really good under here. Everything's real nice and solid in the cab now. And this thing is almost ready for the engine and transmission. But you can see we are going to be doing some other stuff. Probably be doing some brake work. That is going to be in the next video. So join us on that video. So that's it for now, guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out that description box below, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. Woo!
It's all about humanity.